everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a lovely little video for you with the amazing veganbunny.co.uk, which is a gorgeous brand stocking vegan little gift ideas, candles, hand-pressed soaps and some like botanical flowers and things as well. Today in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make your very own fabric gift bags out of scrap fabric. Perfect for things like candles and rounded shape items that you don't want to wrap up, or you want a more sustainable and friendly way of wrapping your gifts this festive season. And you can create little bags that people can actually keep as part of the gift as well. They just look so lovely and they're perfect for packaging and gifting your vegan bunny candles. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you are also a candle fan. I absolutely love them. So I'm going to be showing you how to obviously make the fabric gift bags in this video. But before I get into that, I thought I would show you the vegan bunny candles that I've been sent. They're part of the vegan bakery edition. I wish there was like smell-o-vision. So before I get started on the tutorial, let me just show you the different ones that I have. And I think you'll agree the packaging is just really lovely. It has that like rustic charm, but it just has a sense of kind of whimsy about it. I love the small little jars, the coppery gold tone to the packaging. In terms of the smells, I've got 5 different candles here. I've got, this one is probably my favourite, which is the pumpkin latte. And it has a kind of spice to it, and the first smell that I recognise is cinnamon. If you're looking for that kind of Christmassy, festive candle and one that you can gift to your friends because of the holiday season, then this is perfect for that. And then nutmeg hot cross buns, which is kind of very similar to the pumpkin latte but a lot more subtle. You can definitely smell the nutmeg in there. And then the cinnamon swirl. Yeah, it's kind of like got a cinnamon orangey sort of smell to this one, and again it's really nice if you are a cake fan and you love that smell of something baking in the oven, then this is a lovely one for that. Next is the lemon drizzle, so again going down the bakery route here, and it essentially does smell like lemons, but it's got that fresh zesty lemon smell. However, it's because of the added nutmeg, it just adds that yummy sort of smell to it. And then lastly we have the lavender muffin. Now we all know lavender is a very calming and kind of a good smell for stress relief and stuff. This one is just pretty much does all of that. You've got the added depth of nutmeg again in there, giving it that kind of bakery feel as if again you were eating a lavender muffin. So they are the candles, and I love gifting candles to my friends, but you know what it's like when it comes to wrapping up like candles and round things and you kind of can't get the paper around them. And I just thought this tutorial would be a great thing to do if you've got fabric left over in your stash and you also want to give a friend a handmade gift alongside your vegan bunny candle. Before I get into the tutorial, everything you need to know will be in the description box below, including where you can go and find the vegan bunny candles for yourself. And I will list all of the materials that you need to make the fabric gift bags in the description box as well. Let's get started. I wanted to show you the materials that I'm going to be using. If you are a sewer and you keep hold of all of your scrap materials, and this is a great little project for anything that has like a nice size offcut. I will show you the kind of measurements in a second, but I'm going to be using some scrap fabrics. For each bag that you make, you would need an outer and a lining fabric, so you can have 2 different prints together, which is quite fun. You also need some kind of tape measure or a ruler. This is to help cut out the shapes that you need for the little bag. Then either a pencil or some tailor's chalk. You then need some ribbon. This is to go inside the drawstring. I went for colours in my stash that went nicely with the candles. They're quite pretty, like florals and stuff like that, and I thought they would look really nice against this lovely gold in the packaging. You will also need your regular sewing supplies, so pins and a sewing machine. So we're going to create the pattern pieces for the drawstring bag. Now in terms of measurements, I wanted something that was a little bit bigger than the candle itself, but something that could hold perhaps 2 candles or just one on its own. So here is one that I prepared earlier, and it is 4 inches in diameter, and I've added a 1/2 inch seam allowance, which you will see a kind of around the edge there. And then a rectangle of fabric, which I've already stitched, but this measures 16 inches wide and 6 inches high. Now, to get your nice circle like this, what I actually did was I used another circle, like a candle or something like that. But whatever you have to hand, you can use a bottle or anything round, and then kind of measure the diameter of that and add to it. It's just an easy way to kind of get your circle. So I'm going to measure and do my rectangle now. You will need 2 rectangles and 2 circles for each bag. So you can measure your circle and it should be 5 inches. So we've got the 4-inch circle with the 1/2 inch seam allowance on there. Once you have all of your pieces cut, you need to start the sewing process. So you take your rectangle and you put them small sides together, like so. And then whatever you want to do for your lining, so the inside piece of fabric, you will just stitch straight down there. And then whatever fabric you want to use for your outer, you will stitch 1 inch down, leave a hole of 1 inch, and then stitch again, leaving a hole in the middle. Here's a little diagram of how you need to stitch your outer layer. So this is the layer that will show on the front of your bag. I'm going to do that now and I'll show you again, and then we can continue with the next step. So there we go, you guys. You can see we've got 1 inch down, we have 1 inch hole, like that. And then I've left a gap. You can leave this anywhere, it's not measured or anything, but as long as you leave a nice big, I'd say about 1.5 inch gap to pull through your lining at the end, and you'll see why you need that hole in a minute. If you sew your lining pieces together, small side to small side like so, but you just stitch all the way down, you don't leave any holes. So what you want to do is finger press the seam open. Once you finger press it open like that, turn it the right way around, and you have your little hole at the top, which is what is going to be the opening for your ribbon, and you just want to stitch around that to secure it like a little square. And there we go, guys, it should look like this. So you have a little hole and you've stitched around it just to secure it like that. Next step is popping in the circular bottom piece. So keep your rectangle facing inwards like that, the right side facing inwards. Get your bottom piece and place it right sides together. This can be a little bit fiddly because obviously you're pinning a square straight line shape to a circle, and take your time sort of going around each bit. So once you've trimmed the edges, go ahead and make the other one. So this is the lining piece, but once you've got both of them, we can move on to the next step. Just a little note about the outer piece. When you put the bottom on, just make sure you triple check that the little hole that you've made for the ribbon is at the top, and that you put the base on the bottom bit, because this bit needs to be at the top. So when you have your two pieces like this, you want to take your lining piece and turn it the right way. So once they're both out like this, take your lining piece and make sure pop it in there, make sure your seams are together. So pop your seams together like that, just pin that on the top, just go around the edge and pin those together. So now we can go ahead and stitch around the edge. Again, it's a 1/2 inch seam, so you can go ahead and do that. Once they're stitched together, make sure you trim your seam allowance for this, just by 1/2. So now this is where that little hole comes in that you made earlier. Take the hole and if you grab hold of the lining piece first, you can pull that through and then the rest of the bag will come with it. Once it's through, you'll have something that resembles this, but then you'll also have this little hole to stitch up in the seam. Now you can do this by hand, or you can do it on your sewing machine if you like, by just pinching it together and stitching as close to the edge as possible. I'm also going to take this opportunity to pop in one of my little labels that I have. This is one of my own designs that you can get on Etsy. So I'm going to go ahead and these little folds, you can just open them out. Obviously you can skip this step if you don't have any labels, but it's quite a cute little way to finish off the bag. Just pop it, so you just pop it against one side like that, take the other side together and just pin those together like that. Make sure you've picked it up on the back, and then we can do a really close stitch to the edge there. So there we go, that's stitched in like that. So you want to pop your lining on the inside and then go give this a good iron just to make it all nice and crisp. There we go, you guys, giving them a nice iron. So the next step is to do your channel for where the ribbon goes. So you have 2 lines like that running parallel to each other, and then the same again for this one, 1/2 inch and then 1 inch as well. Okay, so we're just going to do those stitches across on the machine. That creates your channel, and then we can go ahead and thread through our ribbon. So attach a safety pin to your ribbon, and then we want to feed it into the hole all the way around so that we pull it round the other side. So there we go, once it's pulled through, we are done. So I've got both of them ready. Now we can pop the little candle in. They should fit 2 nicely in there. It's literally so cute. Got my little label in the side. I'm so pleased with them. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little pan across and show you the finished result. So there we have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I created these fabric gift bags today with the amazing vegan bunny candles, the perfect Christmas gift if you want to gift someone a little candle and then a fabric gift bag to pop them inside. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!